right, welcome back to Great Day at 9A. Last May, Channel 3 profiled a few local moms who transformed into influencers. And in today's Mommy Monday, we are checking in with a couple of them and some new faces as well. You may remember Charlotte Smith, who creates DIY decor on At Charlotte's House and helped decorate the White House for Christmas. And Callie Bransford is the creator of But First Coffee. Now, Charlotte and Callie have teamed up with two other moms to start a new podcast called Room for Four. So check out a little sneak peek of one episode.
Are you done? I don't know. Okay.
You can't.
I'm done. I know that.
Oh, I'm done. We're done.
You would add more, Charlotte?
I would have had more.
Wow.
I loved it.
Yes. Like if I'd started early, I could have had a million of them.
We're at the point where we would need a new car, which sounds like a stupid reason not to have more kids. But
well, the members of Room for Four are now joining us on the couch, all packed in. And, you know, with how the podcast idea happened and what we are about to expect when it launches. What is it, March 4th?
Yes,
right.
it is.
Ooh, it's coming up. So we have Charlotte Smith. And
I'm Caitlin.
Okay, Caitlin Houston.
Megan Chanella.
And
Callie Bransford.
all right, there we go. I know we usually don't have four guests in the studio, so this is a treat.
It's a lot.
So ladies, first of all, how did this podcast all come to be?
We can't take credit for the idea. We were approached about it, but I don't think any of us took a lot of convincing. I mean, to sit together with friends and chat on a weekly, monthly, daily basis.
Right.
Sign me up.
Now, did you guys all know each other before this?
I think I was the connector to bring kind of us all together, but Callie and Charlotte and I came together pre-COVID and sat on a panel, and then Megan and I met around the same time, and so now here we are.
And I mean, you can tell instantly the chemistry that you guys have just in that little clip. And, you know, in that clip, I'm not sure if you were able to hear, but it was talking about how you guys could keep going with some kids. I think you said you would keep having kids if you could. You had them earlier. But I love that because, you know, there is such a vulnerability, I think, when you become a mom that sometimes you're afraid to show. And clearly, you know, what you guys do, the influencer status that you each have with your social media accounts, with your websites, like, you're putting yourself out there, and a lot of moms are connecting with that, which is, I think, such a true gift because not everyone can do that. So what can people expect on this Room for Four podcast?
I mean, I think our goal is to make moms feel a little bit less alone, and you don't necessarily have to be a mom at that time. You know, maybe you're an empty nester, and you just want to listen to people talk about when you were a mom, but we say we want people to listen to us when they're driving in the car or cleaning the house and just kind of be able to connect to somebody on any kind of topic. I mean, we're going to talk about a lot. It's not just...
Well, and one thing we talked about in our first episode, which hasn't aired but will be, I think, the pilot, is that as moms, you have so many sort of fleeting interactions at drop-off, at pickup, and so you don't have the time to just sit and chat that I think all of us crave. And so for us, we found that personally, it's been just a wonderful couple of hours to just connect with friends, but we're hoping that that resonates as people are listening, too.
Yeah, it's creating that community, right?
Yes. I mean, relatable content and also humor. I'm all about laughing. So I try to make these girls laugh and our listeners. So.
Now, you know, you guys are each known for something specific, pretty much. So, Callie, you know, your But First Coffee, you have a lot of tips, organizational things that you were on Rachel Ray, right?
I was, yes.
You just developed a planner. I mean, how do you guys find the time to do all this stuff?
I don't know. I don't know. Part of what's fun about this group is that, like, we're going to be talking about motherhood stuff, but we're all, like, female entrepreneurs. And so it'll be a lot about just talking about being a woman in this day and age and sort of developing the businesses that we've all developed alongside motherhood.
And it's hard, you know. Megan, your Camp by Mama, parenting humor, adventure for families, you know, that's such a nice thing to tap into to see what realistically can we pull off in places to travel, right?
Yes, yeah, I'm always on the go with my kids, so I share our adventures, and then hopefully it inspires other moms to get out of the house with their kids, too.
And Caitlin, your Caitlin Houston blog, you are also a mental health advocate, and you've also been a champion for some local businesses as well, and mom-run businesses, right?
Yeah, I find that the more I connect with people who are women-run businesses. They just kind of want you to help them get out there, but I just find out that I love them and I become passionate about them and I want to share them. And then mental health is a topic that I am just such a huge cheerleader for because nobody talks about it and everything's kind of hush-hush. So that's what I hope to kind of bring to the show, to maybe make them talk more about their mental health issues too.
And Charlotte, you're all about creating those DIY spaces and, you know, tapping into that creative side and showing people that, hey, you could do this too at home, you know?
Exactly.
And go ahead.
I think people get really intimidated by design and home decor, and our homes really do affect how we feel about things, and so I'm here to say just try it. It's not as hard as it looks, and just take one step at a time, and I just want everyone's house to feel like them.
And we want everyone's house to look like yours too.
I know,
So, I mean,
right?
it works, right? But I love, you know, you guys just seem to all bring something different to the table, but yet at the same time, you guys are all moms, so you know what it's like. How many kids do each of you have, if we can go down the...
I have 5.
5. That's right. Oh my gosh.
A woe from the wings.
Yeah, I have 3.
3?
Yeah.
3?
3.
Okay, at least 3 kids. So
Yes.
together, you guys make up 14 kids total. How does that
Yeah,
feel?
it's a lot.
And I told you so.
Yes. And some of us know I'm done having kids. I'm done.
Yep, I am too. I'm done.
I think I have to say I'm done, but I would have more, so we can.
But you said you keep having
We'll leave the
them.
door open.
Hallie's the youngest.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's nice because you guys kind of represent different ages and stages of motherhood too, which is really nice. What do you hope people will take away after seeing and hearing the first pilot? Because can you watch the video version of this as well?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think just connection. I have shared that when I listen to podcasts, those moments when I hear the host or a guest say something and I go, oh my gosh, me too, that is such a profound moment, and it just is sort of my inner work. It is to grow as a person, is sometimes just listening to other people talk and communicate. So I hope that's a little bit heady, but I hope that's what people get from ours.
I mean, I want people to pass this along. So if they know a friend is struggling with something, aging, I mean, they're like, oh my gosh, you should listen to this podcast. They talked all about aging, and it's 4 different women and how they cope with it. And so they are like, wow, I feel like someone out there is thinking the same way that I am.
Yeah, what I love about our group is that we're all a little bit different, and so whatever topic we talk about, we can talk about it from a slightly different angle, so hopefully whoever's listening can find a way to identify with one of us.
Yes. I feel that when you first have a baby, I remember when I had my first, it's lonely in the beginning. So I feel like our listeners hopefully will feel good after listening to our content and episodes and be like, wow, they're just like me.
It's all about building that community,
Yes.
right? And like you said, and knowing that, you know, those moms that are out there watching, they're not alone. We've all been through something, or we're all going through something, or we have yet to experience
Yes.
something like menopause, right?
Yes.
Well, thank you so much, ladies. And by the way, Room for 4 will be sticking around. We're going to record a more in-depth conversation on my podcast, Mommyhood Unscripted. And this episode will drop next week, and you can hear more if you subscribe, so you can find that everywhere you get your podcasts. But remember, Room for 4 podcast is launching March 4th.
All right, great day at 9.